Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So here's the Buddhas that I made from the recycled shot pellets. So I believe it's 94% bismuth, 6% tin. The main advantage of the adding the tin is that it lowers the melting point considerably, and so you can see it pours a lot more detail because it doesn't rush to solidify and form all sorts of jaggedy crystals. So you can see it. There's a lot more detail to it. Unfortunately, the disadvantage is that you can't anodize it. I got to think about a way around that. One thing I thought about is perhaps if you could etch the tin off of the surface, right? So maybe some kind of solution that will dissolve tin but not bismuth, and then you'll have solid bismuth around it, and then you can etch. Then you can possibly get the best of both worlds. I haven't really tried that yet. The other thing I thought about was giving it a fresh coating of bismuth, but that might just dull away all the detail. Either one might work. I'll have to think about it. But this is 94% bismuth, 6% tin. I might consider pouring some of these out of pewter. Pewter is just too expensive, and it's not something that I could reach a lot of audience. So the shot pellet that I bought, I paid $9 a pound for. In theory, I could do even better mixing the metal by myself, but I seem to not have very good luck with that for some reason. So Roto Metal sells shot pellets that were imperfect or recycled and stuff like that. I could try lead as well. I'm okay with lead for these because they're going to be put in a frame. So anyway, please continue to pray for my art career by disliking my videos. Let me talk about why I've been going crazy over art as of late. First of all, I think my days of cheap bismuth are kind of numbered now, with all that's going on, right? With technology, with de-dollarization and all that. So I feel lately I've been feeling a constant ticking time clock. You know, I used to buy bismuth from Bolton Metals, but lately, you know, it's really funny because the price on the site is going down. But every time you buy it, there seems to be a problem of some sort. Delays, cancellations, and all that. And shoddy quality. I ended up buying from an Amazon seller who gave me who knows what, right? It didn't work as well. I think it was contaminated with other metals. And that's the kind of market we have at the moment. Number one, that. And number two, you know, it's a mixed bag. I love my job right now. I'm teaching at Phoenix College, Rio Salado College. I love that, but there's a lot of things that leave to be desired. Let's put it that way, right? The scheduling. So right now I'm recording this at the end of March. I would so much love to sometimes toss and turn, right? You know, it's a really sunny day. I love waking up in the middle of the afternoon when the sun is in your face. I can't really do that. I mean, people say, why don't you do it during the weekend? It doesn't really work very well. One day of sleeping like that will seriously mess up the rest of the week, right? And so I miss when I was carefree and doing that when I was a kid. What else did I wanted to say? And then there's always something tricky at work, right? Work is never just work, right? There's politics. There's sometimes things that force you to have to do something, right? So, for example, I have food allergies, and sometimes something happens that I have to walk away. You know, somebody brings in food, or I have to tell my students that, hey, could you please put that food away until the end of class? Stuff like that, right? The point is that work is never just what you're doing, right? If you're a doctor, you never just do doctor stuff, right? If you're a lawyer, you never just do legal stuff, right? There's always edgy things around the office or with your clients, or you get the idea, right? And I really despise having to work around that. The world's just too fast for me. Just the other day, it's not even just at work. I was at a board game meetup, and you know, some of these meetups meet at restaurants, and the restaurant owner was not exactly thrilled that I never order anything there, but there's nothing I can order there, and I offered to give him $5 as a tip, and he felt insulted about that. And just things like, just edgy things like that, right? You can imagine if that happened in the office, how awkward that would be, right? Imagine the office has a party, we go to a restaurant, there's nothing I can order, right? You have to deal with stuff like that, right? Anytime you work with somebody, right? And that's why I hope to be able to break myself free from all that, right? I mean, I would still, imagine tomorrow I wake up and somebody wants to give me $10 million for that frame of Buddhas. I probably wouldn't quit my job, actually, but a lot of things would be overly simplified, right? So for example, the first thing I would probably do is move a lot closer to the campus. The second thing I would do is probably outsource a number of things, right? I mean, as much as I have food allergies, there are a number of restaurants that are suitable for me. I probably eat out more so I could think less about food, right? And more about how to deal with the office environment, right? And take more time to make art, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.